Hi again, everybody. It is time for Grant's Rant, brought to you by New Works Plumbing of Sacramento. Locally owned for over 20 years, New Works has a fix for you. For your plumbing needs and repairs, just go to newworksplumbing.com, NEWWRXplumbing.com. Men against boys last night in Sacktown. The Kings embarrassed the Brooklyn Head Cases. They put 153 points up on the board. And trust me, again, understand who's talking right now. Grant freaking Napier. 32 years of announcing Kings basketball. I know about misery. I know about suffering. I know about pain. I get the excitement. I get the euphoria. I get the passion. I did a podcast on this yesterday, talking about hope and sports when you root for a bad franchise. And finally, they start turning things around. And you go gaga. You lose your freaking mind because you're like, oh my gosh, is this finally going to be the year? I know. I've been there. I've done that. But can we at least put things in perspective a little bit? The Kings beat Brooklyn last night. Brooklyn entered play 6-8. They had just lost to the Lakers 48 hours prior. That's right, lost to the hapless Lakers. You did not beat Russell's Celtics last night. You didn't beat Magic's Lakers. Yeah, I understand it was fun, national TV, full house. Again, I understand the excitement. I've been there. But please, can we at least acknowledge that you beat a bad team? You should have won the game. Brooklyn's not good. Again, they're a mess. They entered play 2 games under 500. Speaking of 500, how about the Kings now? They're above 500 after their dismal 0-4 start. They've won 4 in a row. They're 7-6. I get people messaging me. They're only 2.5 games out of the top spot in the West. And I'm like, yeah, that's great. Guess what? They're only 2 games away from the 13th spot in the West. Hey, as Vlade Divac told me, don't get too high after a win. Don't get too down after a loss. You've got another game coming up soon, the San Antonio Spurs. Forget about the Nets. Move on. Try to build on this record before you hit the road for a very important road trip. I mean, they're all important. You're in the West. I'll tell you this. Go beat the Celtics at the Garden on the road next week. That will really impress me. Beating the Brooklyn Nets? Not as much. I was more impressed with the win against the Warriors, even though they have not won a game on the road this year, than I was last night. And again, I get the build-up national TV, 153 points. It's a bad team. You beat a bad team, Kings fans. Can we at least simmer down just even a little bit? Nah, I know, I didn't think so. Oh, if you don't like that, you don't like Kings basketball. That's what you want me to say, right? Again, I'm not telling you don't be excited. I'm just asking, please, can we keep things in perspective? Just a little bit. And that's my rant for today. Hey, Jerry Reynolds joins me on my YouTube channel at 3 o'clock this afternoon. If you don't like that with Grant Napier, check it out. Jerry and I will talk about the game last night. We'll talk about the resurgence that we've seen with this basketball team and a lot more. That's coming your way this afternoon, 3 o'clock Pacific. Have yourself a great day, everybody.